the good green wood, when the mavis and merle are singing, when the deer sweeps by and the hounds are in cry, and the hunter's horn is ringing. Oh, Alice Brand, my native land is lost for love of you, and we must hold by wood and wood as outlaws wont to do. Oh, Alice, 'twas all for thy locks so bright, and 'twas all for thine eyes so blue, that on the night of our luckless flight thy brother bold I slew. Now must I teach to hew the beech the hand that held the glaive, for leaves to spread our lowly bed and stakes to fence our cave, and for vest of pall thy fingers small that won't on harp to stray. A cloak must sheer from the slaughtered deer to keep the cold away. Oh, Richard, if my brother died, 'twas but a fatal chance, for darkling was the battle tried, and fortune sped the lance. If pall and vair no more I wear, nor thou the crimson sheen, as warm we'll say is the russet grey, as gay the forest green. And Richard, if our lot be hard and lost thy native land, still Alice has her own Richard, and he his Alice Brand. 'Tis merry in good green wood, so blithe Lady Alice is singing. On the beech's pride and oak's brown side, Lord Richard's axe is ringing. Up spoke the moody elfin king, who wanned within the hill, like wind in the porch of a ruined church. His voice was ghostly shrill. Why sounds yon stroke on beech and oak, our moonlight circles screen? Or who comes here to chase the deer, beloved of our elfin queen? Or who may dare on wool to wear the fairies' fatal green? Up Ergen, up to yon mortal high, for thou wert christened man. For cross or sign thou wilt not fly, for muttered word or ban. Lay on him the curse of the withered heart, the curse of the sleepless eye, till he wish and pray that his life would part, nor yet find leave to die. 'Tis merry in good green wood, though the birds have stilled their singing. The evening blaze doth Alice raise, and Richard is kindling bringing. Up Ergen starts that hideous dwarf, before Lord Richard stands, and as he crossed and blessed himself, I fear not sign, quoth the grisly elf that is made with bloody hands. But out then spake she, Alice Brand, that woman void of fear. And if there's blood upon his hand, 'tis but the blood of deer. Now loud thou liest, thou bold of mood, it cleaves unto his hand. The stain of thine own kindly blood, the blood of Ethert Brand. Then forward stepped she, Alice Brand, and made the holy sign. And if there's blood on Richard's hand, a spotless hand is mine. And I conjure thee, demon elf, by him fairyland, but all is glistening show, like the idle gleam that December's beam can dart on ice and snow. And fading like that varied gleam is our inconstant shape, who now like knight and lady seem, and now like dwarf and ape. It was between the night and day, when the fairy king has power, that I sunk down in a sinful fray, and twixt life and death was snatched away to the joyless elfin bower. But wist I of a woman bold, who thrice my brow durst sign, I might regain my mortal mold, as fair a form as thine. She crossed him once, she crossed him twice, that lady was so brave. The fouler grew his goblin hue, the darker grew the cave. She crossed him thrice, that lady bold, he rose beneath her hand, the fairest knight on Scottish mould, her brother ethered brand. Merry it is in good greenwood, when the mavis and myrtle are singing,